Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World, and I'm your host, Jarashma Dushinjaral. Our top stories for today: the launch of a new plant for lead battery processing. Mongolian artists residing and working in the Benelux countries organized an exhibition. The Mongolia Mining 2024 expo will take place from October 9th to 11th. For the news, stay tuned. Experts warn that the disposal of approximately 160,000 lead batteries annually in Mongolia poses significant risks to both the environment and human health. Therefore, the inauguration of a new factory dedicated to processing disposed lead batteries marks a significant step forward in addressing the environmental and health concerns associated with improper battery disposal in Mongolia.
For instance, it's worth noting that a single car battery comprises approximately 20 different types of hazardous components. The improper handling of these batteries can lead to contamination of soil and water sources and pose a threat to local ecosystems and communities. Furthermore, exposure to lead, a known carcinogen, increases the risk of developing cancer and other serious health conditions among individuals who come into contact with the contaminated environment. The newly established plant employs a meticulous four-stage process to efficiently handle accumulators and batteries. Remarkably, the facility can process approximately 3 tons of these items per hour. This streamlined approach not only enhances productivity but also ensures that proper protocols are followed at every stage of the recycling process. By effectively managing such large volumes, the plant demonstrates a commitment to environmental sustainability while addressing the pressing need for responsible battery disposal and recycling practices.
At the newly established plant, accumulators and batteries undergo a comprehensive four-stage processing. During this process, the materials are meticulously separated, with plastic and sulfur components isolated for further treatment. Through advanced processing techniques, the plant achieves an impressive level of purification, resulting in lead that's 99.97% clean. Such high-quality lead can be even made available for sale on the London Exchange, as it's meeting stringent international standards. While the capacity to handle all the demand for generated accumulators in Mongolia, there is currently no requirement for any additional plants in this sector. Instead, the focus should shift towards ensuring that existing factories prioritize eco-friendly practices. By implementing sustainable manufacturing processes and adhering to stringent environmental regulations, these factories can minimize their carbon footprint and mitigate potential harm to the environment.
In 2021, Mongolia generated approximately 223,000 tons of hazardous waste, a concerning figure that posed significant environmental challenges. However, the situation worsened in 2022, with a staggering 30% increase in hazardous waste generation. Alarmingly, much of this waste continues to be disposed of by burying it in a landfill.
The presence of processing plants near Ulaanbaatar that fail to meet international standards while handling lead batteries poses grave concerns for both the environment and the health of residents. The staggering quantity of 2,000 tons of lead dust, equivalent to the capacity of 200 trucks, underscores the magnitude of the issue.
The newly built plant signifies a potential turning point in addressing the hazardous processing practices of lead batteries near Ulaanbaatar. This plant operates to meet stringent international standards, holds promise for mitigating the adverse environmental and health impacts associated with lead battery processing.
An exhibition featuring Mongolian artists residing in the Benelux countries has opened in Sittard, in the south of the Netherlands. The exhibition showcases a variety of contemporary art, including Mongolian paintings, ceramics, metal and stone sculptures. During the exhibition's opening, the traditional horsehead fiddle was played, and videos highlighting Mongolia's culture were shown to the audience, promoting a deeper understanding of Mongolian art and heritage.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic, there hasn't been a recent joint exhibition like this one. My current works primarily consists of modern or metal sculptures, while I used to create stone sculptures in the past. My focus has shifted towards metal sculptures, which now has captivated my interest more.
I graduated from the School of Fine Arts Mongolia in 1984. Following graduation, I began my career in the ceramics industry in Tu province. Additionally, I worked at a craft factory in Ulaanbaatar. Since moving to the Netherlands, I have participated in approximately 30 exhibitions. It has always been my dream to collaborate with fellow Mongolian artists for an exhibition. Today, that dream has become a reality, and I now have my workshop and gallery.
Mongolian artworks exhibit unique characteristics and vibrant colors that express the rich culture of Mongolia. The colors used in these works differ significantly from what we are accustomed to seeing, offering a fresh and distinctive visual experience. Much like the Netherlands, Mongolia has a rich artistic tradition, reflecting a deep pool of creativity and cultural richness. Until now, our Museum of Paintings and Modern Art in Sittard hasn't included any works by Mongolian artists in its collection. However, I believe that today's exhibition in this venue paves the way for future collaborations. This unique exhibition of Mongolian artists offers us a fresh perspective on art. I have witnessed a vibrant array of colors, intriguing techniques, and captivating textures in the artworks on display. This experience has ignited a desire within me to work together with Mongolian artists and explore their artistic methods further.
The gallery showcasing the artists' works is a workshop founded by Dava and Maria Nicholas. Over the past 3 months, the gallery has undergone renovations in preparation for its inaugural exhibition, which is currently open to the public. Now let's take a look at Mongolian current affairs.
The 13th edition of the Mongolia Mining International Expo is set to take place from October 9th to 11th at the Bointoha Sports Palace in Ulaanbaatar. This highly anticipated event will showcase cutting-edge solutions, equipment, and techniques from around the world, all of which are designed to drive innovation and advance the mining sector. With a focus on the latest technologies and best practices, this exhibition promises to be an invaluable platform for industry professionals, investors, and stakeholders alike. Every year, Mongolia Mining hosts around 150 to 200 exhibitors, including foreign and domestic mining companies, exploration firms, service providers, equipment suppliers, consulting companies, financial institutions, and various businesses related to the mining sector. The event serves as a comprehensive showcase for products and services, creating a dynamic environment for business promotion, networking, and knowledge exchange.
Thank you for staying with us. Now let's take a look at currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Next, our program will turn our attention to foreign news, partnered with international news agencies. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham on Wednesday called on the Biden administration and the U.S. Congress to allow Israel to work to destroy Hamas 4 battalions in its last major stronghold, the southern Gaza town of Rafah.
The 4 battalions that still reside in the Rafah region must be destroyed. That is non-negotiable. One thing I've learned from talking to the Israeli Defense Forces is if these battalions are left intact, everything they've achieved will be lost over time. So I urge the Biden administration, the Congress, to make sure that Israel has the time and space to achieve victory over Hamas militarily. I think what a lot of people in the world miss, October the 7th was like Pearl Harbor and 9/11 on steroids for the Israeli people. And the response to October the 7th is total victory. The destruction of all military capability, battalion-wise, of Hamas.
Graham, a Republican senator from South Carolina who is on a visit to Israel, said in Jerusalem that destroying the battalions in Rafah was non-negotiable. Israel is planning an offensive in Rafah, which was sparked international alarm because hundreds of thousands of Palestinians are sheltering there. The U.S.-Israel's top ally has voiced concerns over Israel's plans in Rafah, saying a ground operation that would cause more harm to civilians and deepen the humanitarian crisis in the tiny coastal enclave. Israel was meant to send a delegation to Washington to discuss Rafah, but cancelled it after the U.S. abstained on a UN Security Council vote on a resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire and the release of hostages held in Gaza without linking the two. Graham also said he understood Israel's opposition to the resolution, saying the wording created doubt, but that he was hoping for a breakthrough that would bring Israel and the U.S. back together, talking about the way forward.
The federal government will provide a $1.5 billion loan to restart a nuclear power plant in southwestern Michigan, officials announced Wednesday. Holtec International acquired the 800-megawatt Palisades plant in 2022 with plans to dismantle it. But now the emphasis is on restarting it by late 2025, following support from the state of the Michigan and the Biden administration.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer said it would be the first nuclear power plant to be reopened in the U.S. It still faces hurdles, including inspections, testing, and the blessing of the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, known as the NRC.
Restarting this Palisades nuclear power plant right here in Covert Township is just a phenomenal undertaking. It was a long, windy road to get here, but I'm so happy to be here. When we get it done, it'll be the first restarted nuclear power plant in American history. Restarting Palisades protects 600 good-paying, high-skilled jobs at the plant and 1,100 more in the community, driving $363 million of regional economic impact. Once operational, Palisades will provide reliable power to more than 800,000 homes and help us meet our statewide clean energy goals by removing 3 million tons of CO2 from the atmosphere annually, roughly equal to the emissions of 650,000 cars. But we are so incredibly grateful for the Biden-Harris administration and the Secretary's leadership for saving this plant and jump-starting the economic engine of this region. A lot of people talk a big game about investing in America or rebuilding our infrastructure, but they've actually gotten it done. With the bipartisan infrastructure law, fixing roads, rebuilding bridges, replacing lead pipes, and I'm looking at you, Mayor Mohammed, on that one, expanding high-speed internet to all parts of the state and restarting nuclear power plants, the Biden-Harris administration has been an important, critical partner in this work.
The Palisades plant is along Lake Michigan, a 2-hour drive from Chicago. A Michigan utility, CMC Energy, owned it from 1971 until the plant was sold to Louisiana-based Utility Energy in 2007. It was shut down in 2022. Holtec said it has long-term commitments so far from 2 electric cooperatives to buy power from the plant.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We will see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.